So I wanted to talk about the state of freelance work because I've been doing a lot of freelance work, or trying to lately, and it seems like everywhere I go there are people doing offering freelance work for discounted rates. There are freelance networks out there. There's Wix.com, there's Squarespace, there's all these website builders, creators. So where do you start? How do you get your name out there, right? And that's what I'm dealing with right now. So hopefully, this will be like sort of an open discussion, because seriously, I don't have the answers, and maybe you guys do. Maybe you can help me out a little bit, because I've been a programmer, a designer, developer for 20 years, and so I'm starting over with my new venture here, and I'm just trying to get some answers myself. So anyway, so here's how I see it from a guy who's been doing this for a long time and starting over. So starting off, I'm working a lot with friends and family, and that's going great, and I love it. But that's a limited resource, right? There's only so many friends and family that people know, and once that runs its limit, then you've only got those people, and they can tell their friends and family. That would be great, but and those jobs tend to be they're fun and they're awesome, but they're limited. It's not your big 25K job, your big corporate gig that's gonna run on for 5-10 years, whatever. Your long-standing relationship. Of course, friends and family are long-standing, and you want to do your best work for them. But anyway, all that's to say that you want to sort of form these networks with companies. So you look for freelancing networks, right? So there's tons of them online. You've probably seen them around if you just do a quick Google search. The problem is, they end up taking 25% of everything that you make right off the top. So you'll see these prices, like $100 for a website, and you're like, oh my gosh. What you don't know is 25% of that goes towards the company. So that freelancer's only making 75 bucks. And you think about all the work and the time and the study that went into trying to make this website or project, and it's insane how little these freelancers are charging for their time and experience. So I've signed up for a couple of these just to sort of put my name out there, and I've been trying to apply for the pro level, because I'm what I'd like to consider a professional. I've been doing this for a long time, so I want to be at the top tier. I want to charge more because of my experience, and I don't want to sort of battle it out in the trenches just yet. I don't want to do that. So what I've done was, I created these packages and different tiers, and I put them out there on different various freelance networks, and so far all I've gotten is spam emails, basically just people saying, I want to hire you to be part of my network developer community, and we'll pay you for doing nothing. It's basically more of the money laundering scheme that I kind of told you about in a past video. I think there's so many people out there just trying to make a quick buck and doing all sorts of illegal activity online, and that's just, it's a breeding ground for it. So they're using these networks to do that, and there are so many scammers out there, so beware. And so far that's all I've found. No actual work has come through any of these freelance networks. It might be because I'm charging too much. I'm not sure. It just seems like there's such an overabundance of developers, and they're all trying to undercut one another with their pricing. So it ends up like we're all lowering our prices together collectively, and it doesn't work out in anybody's favor that way. So it's hard to compete because I'm in the United States here, and there are developers in developing countries that are very smart and do great work, but their standard of living, their cost of living is a lot less here than in the US, so they can afford to charge a lot less, and it's hard for people like me and others to compete with that. So you end up having to lower your prices, and then that, like I say, it just lowers everybody's prices. And it also, when people are looking for that service, they expect that price to be lower in general, and they're going to expect to pay a lower price in general for that particular service. So it's hard to do. I think that comes into play in anything, as we kind of we've been a global market for a while, but and people are having to be forced to work online and stay at home, and their businesses are more online more now than ever. Of course, you are going to see a lot more companies looking to transition their products online. You're going to be seeing a lot of undercutting, a lot of people competing for that business. So, do you think these developers are polluting this profession? Are they forcing us to undercut our prices, or are we getting better because of it? Are we trying to stand out? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do the best work I can. I think my communication style, my availability, my 20 years of professional experience, that stuff, it sets me apart from these people who are trying to just get all the, I guess, the bottom of the barrel work, that $100 website type of thing. Although I don't know what you would ever get for that. It'd have to be absolute crap template. But anyway, so when you're looking at the budgets and somebody comes to you and they're willing to invest in that quality, and they just want something cheap, they're going to pass somebody like me by, and they're going to go with somebody else, and they're going to get that cheaper quality. They're going to get that quick fix. But hopefully down the line, once they're ready to build their business and have a more professional web presence, I think maybe they'll come back and they'll get out of that piranha pool of developers, and maybe respect this craft and pay more for the professional services that me or somebody like me can offer. So I hope that is the case, and I think I'm gonna keep my prices where they are and try to just stay out of that whole rat race right now, and make sure that I'm not stooping down. I hope that's not derogatory or disrespectful to say, but I don't want to play that game, and I think I've been doing this too long to play that game. But I also want to make sure that the work that I do is quality, and that I'm not rushing to get anything done. And I just want to, make sure that the pricing that I put out there is reflective of the work that I do. So I want to get your opinion on that. Have you guys been freelancing for a while? Have you tried these freelancing networks? What's your experience? Have you had the same experiences as me? Have you gotten jobs? Has it actually turned into a career for you? Am I being too hard on it? Should I lighten up and maybe lower my prices? I don't know. This is, like I say, it's all new stuff to me. So I want to know your opinion, and let me know. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.